Teachers, welcome to episode 1 of Back to School Bootcamp series. In this episode, we are going to get ready for back to school season. We're going to be thinking about all the things that are going to help us get prepared to teach in the fall. So today's topic is 3 things. Arranging your physical classroom, routines and procedures, and then building classroom community. So for arranging your physical classroom, obviously, if you want to start thinking about this, it's easier if you've seen your physical classroom. If you haven't, no worries at all. I want you just thinking about a few different things, like how you're going to arrange your desks, where you're going to put materials, how are you going to center students towards the learning, where are you going to put your own personal materials, and then how will things kind of function in your classroom. If students are sitting in teams, where will their team materials be? Right? If they're sitting in rows, how will they all get their stuff? All of that kind of stuff, physical and logistical arranging of the classroom, okay? So I think that's really important to think about before going back to school, because then you can just get it done, you don't have to worry about it. Topic 2 is going to be all about routines and procedures. And if you learn anything from me in the summer bootcamp series, please, 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 let it be routines and procedures. Routines and procedures are going to be your Bible, your holy grail, your everything of classroom management, of just making sure that you have everything you need for your classroom. So what are routines and procedures? Routines and procedures are anything in your classroom where students are expected to move or do something. So a routine could be your pencil routine, right? How do kids get pencils? When do they sharpen them? Where are they supposed to get them from? What's your process gonna look like, right? A procedure is anything where you have students moving around. So that could be like your transition procedure or your morning meeting procedure or you're coming into class or your dismissal procedure, right? This is something that I think thinking about over the summer is so great because you can think about all those routines and procedures. You can physically write them out and have a game plan in mind before you go back to school. If you want a whole list of routines and procedures and to figure out what I do, how I teach them, how I manage them in my classroom, you can look here. I swear to you that having strong routines and procedures are going to make your life so much easier as a teacher. And the last topic that I want you thinking about before you head into your classroom in the fall is classroom community. And this is kind of just like that feeling. What do you want your classroom to feel like and how are you going to do that, right? And so I first like to think about what are your non-negotiables in your classroom, like what is your core beliefs in your classroom and how is everything that you do in your classroom going to lead to that? So like for me, one of my core beliefs is like all students deserve respect. So then all of my routines and procedures, everything that we do in class leads to students making sure that they get respect and that they get respect in return. And that includes you as part of your community as well. Also means how are you gonna get to know your students and how are you gonna build that community between them? And then also how are you gonna build that community from you to the teacher? And so I have a whole list of practical ideas you can do to build classroom community. I even wrote a blog post all about this episode, and if you want to learn more, you can look at it here. I'll see you back for episode 2, which is all things classroom management.